Is that I suppose, one of the many positives for Jürgen Klopp? Is his side scored 9 without Mohamed Salah?
Yes, and you knew that he was never going to come off Mo Salah. You knew that they were going to make lots of changes, but one of them was not going to be Mo Salah because he wanted to score. Yeah, it's a strange result, isn't it? Because they were disappointing the other day, and you don't want everybody to go the wrong, too much of euphoric celebration scoring 9 because they got a game on Wednesday. But it's the perfect response. Everybody in the whole world scored today. Everybody left the field happy. You roll on to Newcastle, which will be a more difficult game. But after the criticism that they received on Monday, it's the perfect response, definitely.
Yeah. Ruben Neves bomb from Liverpool. It is now certain that Liverpool will make a late move in the transfer market to acquire a midfielder and strengthen the club's options in the middle of the park. Red Sporting Director Julian Ward is now looking for a potential midfielder after Jürgen Klopp admitted he was wrong about not needing to sign a midfielder. It is not yet clear who this candidate might be, but a name that's been linked since Klopp's announcement Friday night could even kickstart a new lineup at Anfield. Ruben Neves has been associated with Liverpool by various media. The Wolves midfielder has only 2 years left in his current deal with the Premier League club and has so far been stuck with new negotiations. This opens up the potential for Liverpool to bounce, and Transfermarkt values their services at £36 million. Able to play a box-to-box role, Neves thrives on deep sitting and is the kind of destructive and ball-winning midfielder Liverpool do not have, but has and can propel the ball into dangerous areas. Not to mention the scepter of his right foot. This makes him a long-range threat. Pep Lijnders worked with the 25-year-old during his time at Porto's academy. I know him very well. His ambition, his passion for the game, his professionalism are top-notch. I know what he gives to the team, and this type of player always interests us, Pep Lijnders said in 2019. This connection certainly raises the possibility that Liverpool could attract Neves to the club, and the fact that their manager is Jorge Mendes, with whom the Reds have done a lot of work lately, including a deal to bring Darwin Nunez to Anfield. Neves may not be the big name most fans would want, but he is a solid midfielder whose presence provides exactly what Klopp lacks in midfield. Neves excels in one-on-one combat. He won the second most fights for the Wolves last season, according to FBref, and with Neves being able to play in the midfield position could even help facilitate Klopp's 4-2-3-1 lineup from his Borussia Dortmund days. Neves and Fabinho double pivot in midfield. At 25, is the perfect age and profile for FSG to take action. The only obstacle Liverpool will face will be Wolves' demands. The Midlands club won't want to lose their star player and new captain with just days in the window, and knowing they are desperate they can charge Liverpool an exorbitant fee. If Liverpool are interested in the Portugal national team player, they will hope that this will not be the case, but Julian Ward is at the helm. The Liverpool sporting director has proven he can handle any challenge lately, which puts the Reds in a good place. Sepp van den Berg's latest situation becomes clear. Although Van den Berg returned to the team after his impressive spell with Preston North End at the Championship last season, he is on loan again. Burnley and Blackburn Rovers were reportedly interested in the player and were in contact with the player throughout the transfer period. Injuries at Anfield, however, paved the way for Van den Berg to become part of Jürgen Klopp's first-team plans. Now the latest news is that either Van den Berg or Nat Phillips will be allowed to leave Liverpool before the end of the summer transfer window. Given the fact that Nat Phillips is back in the Liverpool squad after a one-game hiatus, there is a growing feeling that Van den Berg will be released to leave on loan before 11 p.m. on Thursday. Phillips started his Premier League game against Crystal Palace earlier in the month and has been on the bench for the last 2 games, while Van den Berg has been an unused substitute in Liverpool's last 4 games. In fact, according to some allegations, it is reported that Liverpool and Blackburn Rovers have been in talks with Van den Berg for a few weeks. Blackburn will not pull all of her eggs in the Van den Berg basket before Thursday's transfer date. They've been on a grueling search for a centre-back this summer, and so they expect Thomas Son to have a number of options on their shortlist. but a move for Van den Berg would be a great one for Rovers. He has shown himself to be a player who can sustain the length of a long-distance championship season with Preston 45 times in the league last season, and he also showed many qualities. And the addition of Van den Berg will give some more stability to Blackburn Rovers, who have lost their last 3 league games and conceded 7 goals in the process. Do you think Van den Berg should be kept with the team, or should he be hired to continue his development? Liverpool have found their next Luka Modric. If the Merseyside club react quickly, they can catch a player who can offer attractive qualities to support Klopp's squad in the short term and long term, and at an affordable price. But to make the deal, Liverpool would need to hijack Atletico Madrid's interests. The actor in question is Ren Lovro Major. Ranked number 8, number 10 Major produced 6 goals and 8 assists in 29 League One games in his first season in France last season. Ren qualified for the Europa League group stages, placing 4th. Playing on the right side of the 4-3-3 in a Kevin De Bruyne-like role, highly technical Major is a top passer and is near the top of the league on almost every passing metric. He also carries the ball forward with excellent close control and composure. After Thiago's injury, Liverpool are struggling to effectively control matches and get the ball onto the pitch. Left-footed Major is not yet operating at a world-class level like Thiago, but he has the skills to influence the flow of the match with his intelligence and use of the ball. Playing on the right means that there won't necessarily be a choice between the two when both are available. Defensively, Major can still improve, but he's used to putting pressure on his opponents, courtesy of Ren's counter-pressing style of play. There are indications that a Liverpool team can improve to match their desired intensity. The Croatian national team has been dubbed the next Luka Modric in his hometown, and the player, who will turn 25 in January, fits into the right age category for Liverpool. News in Spain suggests Atletico are ready to pay around £21 million to sign him this summer. Attempts may flare up again for the Liverpool-linked player earlier this summer. There are very few cost-effective options on the market for Liverpool in these last days of the window. But Major could be one of them if the Reds can beat Atletico. And if he can be as productive as his compatriot Modric in England, Klopp will really reap the benefits.